in bhakti, right? We do so much outside for want of progress in bhakti. We fail to realize, we don't pause to realize. The progress means it's more of an internal matter. What is my mood? What is my attitude? What is my perception? Oh, here. See, when we go to temple, the temple etiquette is, especially coming from South India. We know all the South Indian temples, without doing the pradakshina, you wouldn't go into the temple. Even if you go into the temple, you don't get the darshan of the Swami on the altar. He will be in the Garbhagudi. Very wonderful. ऐसे ही होना है. ऐसे ही होना है. For when he gives darshan just like that, we don't value. When we Tirupati, people, especially in those olden days, they have to plan and in those days, when the roads, buses were not there, they have to climb all the steps, climb the whole mountain, or either walk up the mountain and then wait in the queue for days just to have darshan. Wait in the queue for days. इसीलिए bathrooms भी वहां होता है in the queue. Yeah, as you wait in there, in the queue line, bathrooms होता है और प्रसाद भी देता है, because you have to wait for days. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. If it's Brahmotsava time, then maybe 5 days, 6 days, you never know. That is wait time in the line. And okay, 6th day, 7th day came in. I'm entering into the, entrance of the temple. Entrance of the temple, huh? Yeah. Then in there, at the entrance of the temple, then you have to wash. You have to wash your feet there. And of course, there is automatic water jet that comes out at the entrance of the temple. That's when you will feel like, whoa, my life has come back after 5-6 days of waiting. Now I will get to see Lord Balaji, like that. That is, you haven't seen the Lord yet. You just feel that water that is washing the feet at the entrance of the temple gate there. So, and then after that, still the line is there. And of course, the line is never lighter. It is always thick and rush. There is only rushing that happens there. The line doesn't stay still. As a rush, rush, rush. And after many, 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 many hours, you're going to have darshan of the Lord. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. And by this time, if people are not medically, if they have medical conditions like that, diabetes, blood pressure, if they have to faint, all those things would happen by this time. Yeah, and you survive all those, you sustain, and you come, and you're about to get the darshan of the Lord, and you got darshan of the Lord, and that's just for less than a minute, and then they push you, go, move, move, move. For the darshan of that less than a minute, 30 seconds, how much we go through. ऐसा होना है भगवान का दर्शन. ऐसे ही होना है. Otherwise, how would I value? I would not value darshan of the Lord. Like here, Lord is so merciful. And ऐसे ही entrance पे ऐसा दिखता है दर्शन ऐसा altar में. And I take it for so granted. There is no pradakshina, there is no preparation, nothing. I walk and I stare at the deities, and I do the inspection of the deities. Yes, everything fine. Yeah, I think the decoration is good. So, why am I bringing this up, please? When we have this mentality of taking things for granted, then even when we are given something, we don't value it. We take it for granted. We don't value it. So we still feel miserable like that. So progress in bhakti is more internal, not so much of external. Progress तो internal है. बाहर क्या है? What is there to prove to others? Progress is internal. Why did that come? Yeah, I'll just pause there, dear devotees. Maybe, yes, please. Today is whatever you want to. We will take it from there. Anything from anybody, dear devotees. If there is nothing, I have a bhajan that we can sing.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Hare.
Yeah, could you please explain Gurudev Krupa Bindu Diya again?
Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. Which bhajan are you talking about, Prabhu? Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya or Lalita Priya Mataji sang Gurudev Bada
No, our
Kripa
regular
Bindu?
Gurudev Krupa Bindu
Oh,
Diya
okay.
from incubation chamber.
Oh, okay. Wow. Which one needs it? Which one do you want me to explain, Prabhu? Where?
The whole bhajan Mataji.
The whole bhajan, Prabhu. If you go to
No, if it is
Gaur-
okay. Otherwise, you, like if someone else has something, then yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think many versions are there for that in Gaur Prem Nam Sankirtan.
Yes.
Yeah, for that bhajan. Yeah.
So new version today. That's why.
New version, Prabhu. You know, if there is ecstasy in devotion, first ecstasy comes. The first, hair standing on end comes when we feel the loving, causeless mercy of Sandini Shakti. That's when we should cry. We just take bhakti so casual, Prabhu. You know, devotees, sometimes they say, Mataji, the class is heavy. मैं क्या बोलूं? If the reality is heavy, so be it. At least I'm speaking about myself. Yeah. What kind of bhakti are we looking for here? A casual bhakti? Okay, you get the casual bhakti, no problem. Yeah. So, when do we know that we are waking up? When I come to see, first of all, when I come to see how I am just not being fair to Bhagavan, how I am not treating him nice. I'm really not treating him nice. If I'm not treating Bhagavan nice, am I really treating Guru nice? Am I really treating the Vaishnavas nice? Nobody nice. Nobody nice here. I am not treating anybody nice. When I see that that's what is happening with me, actually, that is an auspicious moment. When I see the reality that I am in that position, that is an auspicious moment. At least I know, Bhagavan, I need help. I need help, please. Tab, am I really serious about fixing myself? I'm really serious about getting the help and to fix myself inside. If that's what it means, if that's what it means to me, bhakti, if that's what means to me, then it will be an internal journey. So when I realize that I have a lot, I I I I I am helpless. And there is nothing outside that is wrong, but there is a lot inside me uh, that needs to be fixed, that needs to be right. I mean, I have to treat Bhagavan the way he needs to be treated. I'm not doing it. So I need help. So that thing, when that moment is coming in our life, in our bhakti, then that is an auspicious one. Then we should know, okay, at least now my bhakti is starting. Then at that time there is something, happy is just a casual term. There is something other than happiness. This kind of, when we notice this situation within us, that is the start of dainya. These words, gratitude, happiness, gratitude, like this, those are a little superficial. But dainya is more than that. When I realize that I need to be fixed inside and I need help, that's the start of dainya. Then we are hearing this, right? When this happens in our bhakti life, dear devotees, we should pay repeated pranams to Guru and Krishna for making us realize that doesn't happen too soon, dear devotees. Jiva is conditioned. When the jiva is under the influence of this passion and ignorance, it will not feel like this. It always feels adequate. It always, it is in the illusory world. But when I see myself in this situation, a helpless situation, and that I need to be fixed, then that is beyond modes. And when we get this feeling inside, it is not something you fake it, you cultivate it. It's not like that. When there is mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas, then it naturally comes from within. And this feeling, this start of dainya, tatra sattvam nirmalatvam prakashakam anamayam. Sattva is very illuminating. Sattva is illuminating, peaceful and illuminating. But dainya is beyond that. It is not just, it is beyond illuminating and enlivening. Can there be beyond illuminating and enlivening? It is filled with great gravity and deep connection. Great gravity and deep connection. And from there on, when that happens, whatever knowledge that we gain from reading and hearing, etc., whatever has been there, up there superficially, when that great gravity and deep connection is there. Oh, Vijnan hota hai. That jnana will become vijnana. That knowledge becomes realized knowledge. So that is progress in bhakti. That is deepening in bhakti. So initially when we start bhakti, we have to do. Doing has to happen. Otherwise we get lazy. We will go do something else somewhere else. So that's why the doing has to happen. The doing has to happen for Bhagavan and the bhaktas. Service has to go on with the body. Simultaneously, we have to keep an eye on this. I am hearing this. Is this happening in my heart? For that reason, we are hearing now. So when we hear these matters of bhakti, we should not think like, oh my God, I don't feel that yet. I want to feel it now. Oh, still again, that is demanding. Huh? I want to feel it now. Those are not ordinary ones. Those are not just come and go feelings. Those are mellows of bhakti. They are given. We don't cultivate. We don't imagine. They are given. They are given. So we just leave it to Guru and Krishna whenever they want to give those. Until then, we want to, whatever seva that is given to us, whatever nama that they gave to us, we want to honor, honor the seva that is given, honor the nama that is given. Sincerely, continuously, as much as we can, as long as we can. Honor, honor, honor. Even more better. Cherish, cherish, cherish. Even more better. Celebrate. Seva is celebration. Seva is celebration. Service is celebration. So the fact that I'm being engaged in the seva, the service itself is a celebration. Beyond honoring, beyond cherishing, I'm celebrating this seva, celebrating this nama. So that we are just heading in that direction, at least honoring, like that. That we can do. Yeah. Be grateful. Let's honor. That we can do. Whenever we feel different, then we tell ourselves grateful, honor, like that. Seva and nama. And we continue to hear what actually bhakti means. So that's one thing we have heard, right? We honor, be grateful and honor. That's number one. Even when we are in bhakti aparadha, we do that. We don't have to get disheartened. We hear what real bhakti means, but we continue to honor and honor the service, honor the nama, honor the devotees, honor them. Try to as much as you can. That's the first step. And the second step is we have to hear what bhakti means. That we have to hear. Otherwise, we get stuck there. Oh, I am a advanced devotee. I am doing a lot. So I am advanced. I am progressing. We tend to get stuck there. So we don't have to get stuck there. That is good. That's first step. And the next step is when we hear what bhakti means, this is bhakti. The Srila Prabhupada's purports are there. Explanation of this Srila Prabhupada purports and the depth of Srila Prabhupada purports are bhajans of the Acharyas. Yeah. And Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita, the Charita of Acharyas. When we hear their Charita, their life story, their lives and the way they lived their life. Look at the dependence of Srila Prabhupada and how Prabhupada was determined that his life is just meant to make his Gurudev's Vani come true, follow his Gurudev's instruction, come to West, give Krishna. That's it. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitteta Koriyakya, period. That's bhakti. Our Srila Prabhupada had that bhakti. That is bhakti. Bhakti means that. Look at the Charita of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura. The faith he had on Nama, Sri Harinama, the challenges he has faced. And there was a threat from this, he's a black magician, tantric. There was a threat from him that he would destroy him and his whole family because Bhakti Vinod Thakur was a magistrate. And he wasn't tolerating this tantrics. This tantric was posing as Krishna and was just abusing the women. So more like a sahajiya. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur could not tolerate that. He said, no, you cannot bring down Krishna like that. Bhakti is not like that. And you have to face this punishment, the jail sentence. So he gave that order. And then Tantric threatened Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He really had those powers, tantric powers. He threatened that he would destroy him and the whole family. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he gave this judgment that he will be sentenced to imprisonment like that, and he comes home and he falls sick. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. The whole family falls sick. Almost to the verge of death. First day, second day, third day, like that. Almost to the verge of death. This is all by the tantric. He was doing that. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he continued. He continued with his bhajans. He continued with depending on the Nama, on Krishna. He said, even if my life is at stake, even if the whole family dies, me die, no problem. So be it. But an aparadhi cannot be excused. I will depend on the Nama. That was the faith of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So by the end of the third day, everything turned around. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he came back to the court and he gave that final order. And then at that time, he ordered Bhaktivinoda Thakur to cut, these tantrics, they have this long grown hair into braids, the braided hair, long one. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he ordered that hair be cut, the tantric's hair. So when the tantric hair was cut, there was fire that was coming out. They do have those tantric powers. But after that, he falls dead, the tantric. So, but look at Bhaktivinoda Thakur, our Srila Prabhupada, and all of our acharyas, their charita, they lived that bhakti. And until recently, look at Srila Prabhupada, Jaladuta, and the whole charita of Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada Leelamrita. That's bhakti. That's our Acharya Srila Prabhupada. He's teaching that kind of bhakti. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada was teaching that and he was living that. That's bhakti. So we should hear that. Oh, so this is bhakti. I may not be there yet, but I pray that I head in that direction. That's the second step that should happen. Yeah. So hearing about these acharyas, their lives, then followed by a prayer. So wonderful. I pray that my inner bhakti heads in that direction with dependence on Guru and Krishna. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitteta Koriya Aikya. That's a turning point. The depth in the bhakti comes with this. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitteta Koriya Aikya. What is there in your chitta? That will take us deeper. In these oceans, in the ocean, when you see, you put your feet in the ocean, your feet gets wet. And if you think, oh, this is good, I'm in the ocean, fine. If that's what we want, then okay, just wet your feet and come and okay, you're in the ocean, fine. But for those who want to By the way, you wet your feet, but you also see there will be a lot of kachra there on the top of the ocean. All the plastic bags, weeds, all that. But we shouldn't think that is bhakti. All the kachra there, weeds there. It's all bhakti aparadha there. Bhakti has to be susukam. There is no misery in bhakti. So, but yeah, so if that's all you're looking at, all the kachra there, up there, and my feet is little wet, I'm good enough, that's fine. That is at least okay. You have entered, your feet is wet, some bhakti has happened, okay. That's fine. But if you're looking for real bhakti, then you have to dive deep in. Swimming, chalta hai kya? With no oxygen, can we swim deep down, touch the ocean bed, and get the jewels from the ocean bed? We cannot go there. Scuba diving, you have to have oxygen, the oxygen mask, right? Or the chamber, the scuba chamber that gets down. So you need that supply in one form or other. You need that oxygen supply as you dive deep in. You cannot just simply dive on your own without that oxygen supply. This is Sandhini Shakti, the oxygen supply that keeps that takes us deep inside, that constant supply of oxygen. If that is not there, we will not be able to dive in. So that is Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Korya Aikya. That is the Sandhini Shakti, like that. So that is Sharanagati. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Korya Aikya. Dependence on Guru and Krishna, Sharanagati, like that. That will take us into deeper aspects of the ocean. Then you have to say, dear devotees, we should really, really pray for it. We shouldn't be scared. We shouldn't be intimidated. We shouldn't put that on the shelf somewhere else. I don't know when that will happen. Okay, my feet are a little wet. This is enough. No, we don't have to settle down for that. Our parampara is giving so much descending mercy. We should taste Sharanagati. We should taste. That is a yummy taste. So far, we are just tasting what? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Yeah? Lust, greed, anger, envy, pride. This we have been tasting. What is there? Misery. We haven't tasted Sharanagati. We haven't tasted the dependence on Guru and Krishna. And that is very nice. So we should look for it, pray for it, and see our bhakti goes in that direction. So when we hear from these acharyas, about these acharyas, from these acharyas, then it will naturally, in a sangha, that are serious. Serious means not like, oh, I am serious, I'm not going to laugh. No, ऐसे नहीं. Yarning होना है अंदर. Yeah. So in a sangha like that, when we hear about these Shuddha Bhaktas, and from them, that is like the scuba diving machine chamber for us. So that's what it means to get into that scuba diving chamber. And Bhakti susukam hota hai. How do we know that we are in Sharanagati? We are depending on Guru and Krishna. Susukham. It looks like there are greater difficulties there. ऐसा दिखता है. But अंदर सुसुखम, depending on Guru and Krishna, like that. So that is advancement in bhakti, depth in bhakti, real bhakti, like that. So all that starts when this when it comes to our attention ki oof, Krishna ye itna hai, there is so much inside that needs to be cleansed, help please, help. So that's beautiful. We don't feel hopeless. Of course, we have to feel helpless. Otherwise, how can we depend on Guru and Krishna? The sunrays are helpless. They have to depend on the sun. We, the jivas, I want to be helpless because I want to lovingly depend on Guru and Krishna. So that's the mellow. So when that happens to us, dear devotees, when we feel a little droplet of that mellow, oof, I need help here. Very wonderful. That's beyond gratitude, beyond happiness. That happens with the Sandhini Shakti, with Guru first. Then we realize, oh my God, so this is the kind of help I'm getting now, which I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. This is the greatest help. This is really, Bhagavan coming me, rescuing me. This is Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. When we see, oh, this is the help, then what would happen? We will cry. Cry out of what? There are different mellows in crying also. For us, crying means only misery out of pain. There are different mellows in crying. So, have you ever seen a child? I don't know if you have seen or not. There is a crying that happens when you see something unbelievably good, merciful, unbelievably forgiving, unbelievably rescuing, like that, then the most appropriate expression is crying only there. So, in this Ashtasatvika Vikara, there is a Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, right? And then Pulakair Nichitair Vapukada, hair standing on the end. That's with the holy name. But before that happens with the holy name, it happens with the giver of the holy name, says Sandhini Shakti. It does happen. And when our bhakti enters into that zone, then that is we should know that it's just because of the mercy. It's not something that we have done, but mercy, causeless mercy. ऐसा होता है. So yes, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. Koroi Dasi Trinape Kate. Like that. Maybe I'll pause doing this. I'll see what you have. And then maybe just some Paraspara, and then we'll close. Close for what, huh? Bhakti is it's a spiritual journey. We are spirit souls. This body may fall asleep. This body can feel hungry. And then we take prasad, body may fall asleep. So bodily things can happen, sleep, hunger, like that. But there is constant yearning that happens within. That's our real life, dear devotees. Very kindly, please allow me to bring to our attention. That's our real life. That constant yearning that happens for Bhagavan from within. That's the real life. We want to change everything in our life to head in that direction. Because the purpose of this human body is to pursue that yearning from within. Why is this body? Huh? Why are we maintaining this body? You know, the whole day, 8 hours, 10 hours, work for money so I can feed this body. But what is the purpose of this body? Is to pursue that yearning within, the spiritual yearning within. So that we should remember. And it is very beautiful. And it is unstoppable. Ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. After all, we are souls yearning for Bhagavan. So our life should be molded accordingly. Our bhakti should go in that direction. In that direction. So we should know that that's bhakti, and life should be molded accordingly. I'll pause. This time I'll really pause. Please go.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, so grateful, Mataji. I don't
Super
have
great.
words. Yeah. Thank you.
Super duper grateful that I have zero complaints, zero resentment.
Yes,
Only
Mataji.
to celebrate. Yes,
Only to celebrate loving causeless mercy.
that's it. Celebrate loving causeless mercy every moment. There is no other occupation.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Rest of you, dear devotees, you are deeply thinking there must be something else that we do not know. Can you share, please?
You took us to the ocean bed, Mataji. So we are searching. No, no, no. I'm really very appreciative of this impromptu classes that come, Mataji. I think the nectar flows there. I was a little when you didn't say Bhagavad Gita's chapter 6 in your post in Zoom. I was like wondering what that maybe by mistake you sent, but I'm glad that these sessions are very, very helpful in between like this, just to take a pause and go into seeing what is really, bhakti. Somehow we hear every day, but still, Mataji, it's just so nice to,
Never
just,
enough, है ना?
yes, never enough, never enough,
भगवान की बात ही ऐसे है, माताजी.
Yes, Mataji, yes. And then when we hear it from you, it's even more sweeter and it just brings so much clarity. Thank you. Thank you. I really liked how you said Sattva is illuminating, but Dainya is, great gravity and deep connection. And that's where the Vijnana happens. So, yes, Mataji, that. And then, you were talking about yearning, crying, the different mellows of crying, all these things, we don't get to hear like that. And yeah, I don't know what to say other than just so grateful that we get to hear this and that you're taking us, deeper into the ocean, not just the surface level, but really where the jewels will be found. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much for the wonderful class and talk and points. I was feeling that you have so much taste for an understanding of Guru Tattva. And I joined late in this group. I'm not sure if you have covered it before, but can you give a class on Guru Tattva sometime in future? How to understand Guru Tattva more in depth? a person versus a tattva, and what happens if we don't perfect our life in this life? How do we again get connected to Guru Tattva? Is it same Guru, or how do we? I want to stay connected to my Guru forever. And is that possible, or how does it happen? Things like that. These questions I have. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you for the question, Mataji. Mm. It's not so much about the person only. It's like this. Guru Tattva is like this. When the sun is there, sun is like Krishna. And the sunlight is like Guru Tattva. The sun cannot come and sit in our room to give the light. We will not be able to take that. But the sun rays does that job. The sun rays from the sun, they come and give just the right kind of light and warmth that we need. So if sun is like Krishna, sun rays are like Guru Tattva. That's one example. And second thing is Guru Tattva is more like, if there is a overhead tank full of water, then there is a main pipe that comes out of the tank. And then from that main pipe on the top of the building, small pipes go into different rooms carrying the water. Like that. So here Guru Tattva is all these pipes to put together. The main pipe and the small pipe that is coming to each room and to the place that I am sitting. So that pipe that comes to this room and the pipe that is attached to the sink here, like that. The whole system, the pipe system is Guru Tattva. So it's not just a person only. That's why it is called Tattva. Tattva is eternal principle. These are fundamental principles. The Tattva of the sun is just to stay there. It will not come into our room. You see? Yes, the Tattva of the sun rays is to come to us, to give that, the warmth and the heat of the sun. It means that's a fundamental principle. Sun is sun, sun rays are sun rays. So these are like principles. Yeah. And forms embody these principles. When a form is embodying this principle, like, the pipe again. The water is present or overhead tank. If that's Krishna, that's present in the overhead tank, the water. Then the pipe, the main pipe that comes out of the overhead tank is like Balaram. Yeah. Balaram giving us Krishna or Nityanandaram. There's no difference between Balaram and Nityanandaram. And then the small pipes that come out, they're like, our acharyas. And again, from that pipe, when those pipes are divided, then that is like, Srila Prabhupada, our acharya, in our ISKCON, one of those pipes. And then again, from that pipe, when there are small pipes coming, those are like our Gurujana or our Gurudevas, like that. So here, water is flowing in all these pipes. So that is Samishti Guru. The whole pipe system supplying water is Samishti Guru. Right? And when I'm sitting in this room, and if the specific pipe is bringing that water to me, then that little pipe to this bringing water to me is Vyashti Guru. Means a localized form. Okay. Specifically giving this to me. Like that. So, in that sense, Guru is more tattva and also a person. Like the water, the pipe system is like tattva. At the same time, this single pipe that is giving me that water in the kitchen is a single pipe on its own. And it is like an individual there. You see? That is Gurudeva. Like that. It's like that, Mataji. And the same person coming again and again, different in the different lives. It is, everything should be understood in the form of tattva. Bhakti should be understood in the form of tattva. So Guru Tattva will come to the rescue of Jiva Tattva. That is just the nature of Guru Tattva. Because it is so merciful, it wants to bring Jiva to Bhagavan. So Guru Tattva will come to rescue Jiva Tattva as the Jiva is changing the bodies. That happens, that's a reality. Will it be the same Guru like that? Our thoughts of same Guru now can change what that same Guru means later. It doesn't have to be this very same person like that. And so the same person can send others, the same person can come. So in any case, there will be connection. It will like that. It is said that, even when our gurus, when they disappear from this material world, they make arrangements through Vaishnavas, so they can be brought back to the spiritual realm. So in that case, these Vaishnavas are part of the Guru Tattva, where Guru is sending them to bring us to where he is, like that.
Mataji, thank you very much.
Yeah, like that. See, if our parents are in India and we are here, right? So, say when we have to come for the first time, we are coming from India to US, when we have to come and when everything is so new. Our father may not be able to accompany us because of whatever reasons. But if our father knows somebody here and comes and picks us up from the airport and takes to his place and gives some accommodation there, then he's the extension of our father helping here. Like that. So both of them have their place in our life. Our father also has his place. Father is father. And our father's friend, who is like a father here and taking care of us, giving shelter and taking care of us, is also like father. So he has his place. Both. It doesn't have to be all or none. Aisa. This can explain both, the examples for Diksha Guru, Siksha Guru also, especially in ISKCON. Diksha Guru is there. Diksha Guru is the Sambandhadata. He has his place. It will never go away. But if there is a Siksha Guru that is different from Diksha Guru, he has his place. It is totally fine and natural to have these places where we respect and reciprocate with who they are, like, mother and father. Okay, this example. The way we are with mothers is different from the way we are with fathers. Like, girls with the mother, the way that we show affection to our mother is different from the way that we show to father, or even the boys too. But it is very unnatural if I think like, no, I have to be exactly the way, however with my mother, I have to be like with my father, is unnatural. You're not like that. They will get confused if I start behaving like that. Ye kya hai? So we don't have to. And if I say I love my mother, it doesn't mean I don't love my father. If I say I love my father, it doesn't mean I don't love my mother. I can love them both for who they are and what they are for me.
Yes.
Yeah. And seeing that both of them will be happy. So it is a personalized reciprocation. It's not an all or none phenomenon or an exclusive thing. This understanding will come when our bhakti matures. When our thought comes to sattva, then we will be able to view things like this. and they will be more digestible and harmonious for us. We have no problem with that. In the beginning of bhakti, when ignorance and passion is predominating, then we are kind of fixed with all or none phenomenon. ये होना है, ऐसे ही होना है, और दूसरे कैसे हो सकता है? How can it be different? No, as a fixed rigidity. There is rigidity and tunnel vision in the beginning stages of bhakti. For everything, there is rigidity and tunnel vision. The way we talk, the way we think, the way we treat people, the way we process the philosophy, well, the way we see it, the Gurujana, everything is rigid and tunnel visioned in the beginning. ऐसे ही होता है. That's why it is difficult to understand tattva in the beginning.
Yes.
But as the time goes by, when the effect of modes comes down, then we will be able to process even if it is the same information, the processing will be better when the passion dies down in our system. So Guru Tattva is like that, Nataji.
Thank you so much. It's so wonderful. I took all these notes of Vyashti, Samashti, and both the gurus are like mother and father. That was so beautiful.
Yeah. That's why in Shastra it is said there is no difference between Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. You give equal respect. And again,
Yes.
equal respect money. Yaha, I have turned aarti like 7 times. Exactly, I have to do 7 times. Nahi. Do you respect your father and mother? Do you love your father and mother? Let that be natural like that. That's what it means. Equal respect means see that they're not offended. Yeah. You reciprocate them in a way that they're, nobody's offended there. That's all.
So Mataji, if a Shiksha Guru is a living person, can a Diksha Guru is a living person. Can Shiksha Guru be like Prabhupada, no, that we have not met, but we are taking from his books and lectures, or does a Shiksha Guru have to be a living person?
Yeah.
Or do we need both separate, or can Diksha and Shiksha Guru be same?
Yeah. Tatvidi pranipatena pariprashnena seveya upadekshanti te jnanina tattvadarshina. So that pranipati has to be a tattva with guru who knows the tattva. So if the Diksha Guru, whoever is giving us Diksha, is available to us all the time and is able to take us on the journey like that, then the Diksha Guru is Siksha Guru. We don't need separately like that. But in ISKCON, with the mercy setup that we have, which is very beautiful, it's a wide net that is that is just placed all over the world. So Diksha Gurus, for some reason or other, they may not always be accessible. And sometimes they give out mercy. It's a need of our to give out the mercy. So the mercy is given out. And they may not personally know the disciples, Diksha Gurus.
Yes.
Nevertheless, they are still Sambandha Datas. They have mercifully let us into the temple of, ISKCON, temple of Bhakti actually. Mercifully let us open the doors and let us into the temple of Bhakti. They are Sambandha Datas, all the Diksha Gurus, our Gurudevas. So, then once they open the doors and let us in the temple of Bhakti, and if they are able to be with us to teach us what to do in the temple room, take us to the deities and teach us everything that is needed to worship the deities like that. So if they are able to available, if that is happening, that is all Siksha. Letting into the temple room of Bhakti and teaching us what Bhakti means, what Bhakti Tattva means, teaching us about Bhakti and guiding us all the way through, that is Siksha Guru. If they are able to do that after opening the temple room doors for us, in other words, after giving a Diksha, then the Diksha Guru is Siksha Guru there in that case. But for some reason, if they are not available like that, then there are many disciples of Srila Prabhupada who are available. And then they, with the permission of the Diksha Guru, then we take the Siksha. Siksha from one of the Gurujanas. So like that. That's one thing. And before that, we have to know one thing. The whole concept of Diksha Guru, Siksha Guru is this. Generally, whoever brings us into bhakti, it means whoever we hear from, when they are teaching us about Bhagavan, they are giving us bhakti, they are Siksha Gurus when we are hearing from them. So over a period of time, a sadhaka or a seeker, spiritual seeker, over a period of time, when they see that, oh, this is the giver of Bhagavan, I'm getting knowledge from here about Bhagavan and bhakti, I feel like I will be able to continue bhakti with this kind of guidance, so I will take shelter. Like that, a time comes for the spiritual speaker after constantly hearing from the speaker. So in that way, that Siksha Guru who has been giving Krishna Katha all these days will become Diksha Guru. So general setting is that Siksha Guru becomes the Diksha Guru. That is how the natural thing
Yes,
is.
Mataji.
Yeah, before this system came up to rescue us all over the world, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakura, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, like that. So they would go to a Tattvavid Guru who can teach them bhakti, and they will hear from them for a long time, and then they will when they want to take prapatti, then they ask for prapatti. Now I want to take Sharanagati. Can you please accept me? My whole self is now dedicated to you. Then he gives the Diksha. So that's how Siksha Guru becomes the Diksha. There is no confusion. Siksha and Diksha is the same. No confusion. But in this case, in ISKCON, such merciful setup, Diksha Gurus are always Sambandha Datas who are allowing us, opening the doors of the temple room of bhakti and letting us in. And if they are able to continue to do that for us, then the Diksha Guru is the Siksha Guru. Sometimes it may happen, Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru may be different. For like Narottam Das Thakura, he took Diksha from Lokanath Swami. Lokanath Goswami said, you should go to Jiva Goswami now for Siksha. See? Like that. So whenever we hear from the bhajans of Narottama Das Thakura, he always calls out to Lokanath Goswami, his Diksha Guru. And then he comes to Jiva Goswami. So that place is there. So this is how Diksha Guru recommends a Siksha Guru or approves a Siksha Guru. And in that case, both Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru are given same respect, but this is how a Siksha Guru can be different from Diksha Guru. That's one thing. And the other answer is, can Siksha Guru be a living person? Siksha Guru, for whole of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada is our Siksha Guru. But there has to be a living link, because Srila Prabhupada's purports are very pure. Very pure. He's saying, surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But am I understanding what Srila Prabhupada is saying? What does that surrender look like? How do I do? In my situation, how do I apply that principle of surrender? And who is going to verify me if I am doing it right or not? And if I'm not doing right, who is going to guide me to see that I'm heading in the right direction? And how can this bhakti come to an experiential platform to me if there is no such guidance, a constant reciprocation and guidance? For that, living Guru is necessary.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji.
Krishna arranges, Mataji. The fact that we are hearing all this, hearing the tattva, everything. So Krishna arranges all that we need to have this desire from within. And a Sangha where this desire is nurtured every day. That's all. Only this two. That's all, Mataji. Hey Bhagwan, this is so good. Please, kindly head me in that direction. Just that desire prayer inside. You don't need anything else, Mataji. No qualifications needed, no scholarliness needed, no do needed, no rules and regulations. Just that yearning from within, prayer within. And Krishna will show you where that is, where that desire, where that prayer is nurtured. We have to remain in that Sangha, that's all. It doesn't matter if I know about the Shastra or not, what services am I doing, how much am I doing, what is my position here in institution, none of those. Bhakti is about the Bhakta and Bhagavan. It's to do from within. So Bhagavan is sitting in the heart. When there is a prayer, he will make the arrangements. And he will make it known to us. Yeah. When he makes it known to us, then we stick on to it. Very beautiful, Mataji. Bhakti is very natural and beautiful and assuring and unfailing है. भगवान की process है ये. This is Bhagwan's Shakti, Bhakti.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
by our endeavor, we don't find Guru, right? The Guru finds us because Krishna is sending the Guru, right? When we say, I found my Guru in this program or this, actually, we don't find the Guru, right? If we have yearning, somehow Krishna arranges us to go to the place where the Guru finds us. Is
Yeah,
that
what it means is when there is a sincere desire and appeal to Krishna, Krishna, please, some real bhakti, I want to come close to you. When there is sincere prayer like that, Krishna makes arrangements where the frequency match will happen. Meri prayer ye hai, and this arrangement seems to be matching my frequency, nourishing my prayer, giving me the direction. That's the arrangement of Krishna. So that's the Guru Tattva there, like that. Frequency match hota hai, the prayer that we have within, and the arrangement that Krishna makes for us outside. And again, Guru is, in our system, ISKCON system. That's why we hear Guru Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas are like, extensions of our Gurus. See, for all of us, all our Gurus, Gurudevas are not in proximity physically. But whatever helps us to connect us to our Gurudevas in Tattva and make us practice Bhakti in such a way that our Gurudevas are pleased. There you go. That is, then we take that Vaishnava who is nourishing us in Bhakti and pleasing our Gurudevas in a way that our Gurudevas are pleased, then we just take those Vaishnavas as the prasada of our Gurudevas, like that. But living Guru to chahiye, and it will be very clear to us. Oh, so this person is Krishna sent for me. Pakka clear ho jate hain, Mataji. When we are sincerely yearning from within. If it is not clear yet, then it means we are still in the process of yearning from within. But when we are sincerely yearning, then it will be clear to us. Oh, Krishna sent. This help is Krishna sent as well. We don't have to compartmentalize our thinking. We don't have to get stuck with the labels. Krishna is sitting in our heart. He will make that frequency match outside, wherever it fits in, depending upon our desire. So if somebody is really looking for, I want to accomplish something in bhakti, then they will find a sangha where their desire can be fulfilled. There can be a lot of talk going on. This is how we can do big. This is how we can, this project will be wonderful. Let us accomplish. That is also fine. That is also part of bhakti. Then they get attracted to that sangha. Then that's fine. Wherever the natural attraction is, keep it going. Keep it going. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you, Mataji. Mataji, I have one question. So, you talked about Sharanagati to Guru and Krishna, and you said that when we are doing bhakti in Sharanagati, then bhakti is susukham. So, how do I know that I am still not Sharanagata?
If I'm not feeling susukham,
Mm.
if I'm still needing some effort,
Mm.
somehow gather my effort, keep it going, then we're just work in progress in that direction.
Like I was thinking that, the bhakti goes on for years and years, as you have explained in the past, that in Abhasa stage also bhakti keeps going. We are not feeling miserable. We are okay, we keep going, but we may not be Sharanagata. So, what exactly, how do I know that I am in the right direction? I am going.
Yeah, right direction to take hai, because if one was feeling miserable in the past, but not feeling so miserable now, good, the direction is right. If it's the same misery that I was experiencing like 5 years ago and now also the same thing, then direction badalna hai. Yeah, so direction is fine.
Okay.
So direction is right, we should just keep going.
So, how will I come to that stage of Sharanagati?
It happens when we are, Tesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmana te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dradavrataha. When all that passion and ignorance gets washed away in our system gradually, then we will know it. We will know then. And your question is, how do I know I'm in Sharanagati? The dependence on Guru and Krishna. Two things here, Mataji. Sharanagati is more like it can be seen like a process where the direction is right, so you keep it going. So that Sharanagati is bringing us from the ignorance and passion and picking us up, placing us towards the goodness. That is conditional Sharanagati, partial, conditional, but nevertheless Sharanagati in effect. That's what has brought us this far. Either Sharanagati to the process of bhakti or to the, mainly it is to the process of bhakti actually. And maybe a little faith in somebody, a little faith. It's predominantly faith in the process, Sharanagati or dependence on the process, like every day we're doing the same thing, the bhajana kriya, predominantly because of that. And that has lasted this long because of some faith in somebody, who is guiding in the process of bhakti, like that. Yeah. So that is also Sharanagati. to the process and to somebody to some extent. Aisa. That is also good. But this Dainya is about Atma Nivedana, Atma Samarpana, where there is no free will. Where naturally our identity, we feel within that we actually belong to Guru and Krishna. Naturally, like, nobody has to tell me that, I belong to my parents or my family like that. Who are you? So and so. I am the daughter of so and so. Nobody has to tell me. Naturally, I saw that. I saw there will be a stage in spiritual life where naturally there is Tavaivasmi that happens. Our identity will be different. वो पता चलता है. पता चलता है. That we will know. It's more like, when you are full, when you eat, when the stomach is full, nobody has to say, I know my stomach is full, like that.
Is there anything I can do from my side to come to that? Like right now, this is in the head, that who do we belong to? But what I'm hearing is that it has to be felt, and it's very natural.
We have to serve a pure devotee, a pure-hearted devotee. How do I know I'm serving a pure-hearted devotee? Nirmatsaranam satam. Because with Matsara, we cannot enter into that zone. Yeah, hota hai. So, Nirmatsaranam satam. Vedyam vastavam param. Vastu dharma projita kaitavo atra nirmatsaranam satam. Vedyam vastavam atra vastu. Vedyam vastavam atra vastu. Vastu is already there. But Vedyam, you will know that Vastu when there is Nirmatsara. So that was the thing. So when that gets washed off from our system, then that will, then only the mellows of Sharanagati can be realized. Like that.
You were saying something about serving a pure devotee.
Yeah. Yeah. Serving a pure-hearted devotee. Yeah. But so there should not be any dupliciousness. One thing inside, one thing outside. When that dupliciousness goes away, then then an obstacle has gone away to Sharanagati. Like that. That's all can be done. But again, it's a causeless mercy. But since you have asked what can be done, that is the one that can be done. See that it is not duplicious. Service. Serve, serve, serve. Serve and serve and serve and serve and serve and serve.
Serve whatever opportunity comes to our way, Mataji.
Whatever our understanding is. Because even when we hear something, we can only process so much as our modes can allow. So whatever we can understand at that point of time, service.
Okay.
Yeah, service to the Vaishnavas, especially service to the pure-hearted devotees. Service is the key. And yeah, based on our understanding, then the Paramatma will reveal accordingly. So, ho jayega.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, dear devotee. We are all sitting and chatting as if there is nothing going on in this world.
There is nothing more important than this, Mataji. I think so much was discussed, so beautiful. Thanks to all the questions that came up. So much we got to hear, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Jai Hari Prabhu. Hare Krishna. I see the comments too. And thank you for the Sangha. Yamini Tulsi Mataji, you were able to join us now too, huh? Not in just the morning Chaitanya Charitamrita. Glad.
Thank you, Mataji. Actually, I could not hear fully because this is the time of puja and all, but I stopped it and I thought this is more important than that. I'll do it later, Krishna, and I started joining it. But I will re-hear the recording, Mataji. I miss so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah, Shravanam is all puja phala, Mataji. Yes, thank you. And Tulsi Gopi Mataji, very glad to have you, have your association. Yes, please. Rest of us, we all know each other anyway. Deepshika Mataji, yes, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Tanda pranams to you. Mataji, I had a question. So you mentioned about giving up your free will when you take Sharnagati, right? Could you elaborate that point more?
Thank you for asking, Mataji, because it is not so giving up free will, you know, this sounds like hands up. Okay, hands up, gunpoint, hands up, isn't it?
Wait,
It means
thank you.
it is like this, Mataji. You know, when a child tells, you know, when a child trusts mother and says, Mama, you decide. You know what I like. Why are you asking me, Mama? So she's giving a free will. You know better, Mama. You decide for me. So it's not that the child is doing it out of force. Child is doing it with great trust, great faith. Faith, love, trust, everything. And then you have to see what Mama has to go through. Whoa, beta, you placed all the trust on me. I really have to make sure that you get what you want, what you need. Aisa ho jata hai. So that's one thing. When we say that to Guru and Krishna, Guru, Gurudev, this is all internal journey. So when the soul comes to that place, that platform of, it's a beautiful place. Giving up free will means I don't want to succumb to the passion and ignorance. You please take over. Yeah, that is giving up the free will. See, you know, drivers. When we are learning driving, when we're just starting to drive, accelerator kahan hai, gas kahan hai, kab dena hai, parking lot driving, and once we come onto the street, our driving is not that great. Not that great because we don't know how to drive like that. Say you are on the freeway like that and you have to drive and you feel like, no, this is not my zone. I am just starting to drive. I don't think I'll be safe here. Yeah. I will watch you driving. Can you please take the steering wheel? So when we ask the parents like that, they take the steering wheel. So it is like that. It's literally like that, actually. Can you please take the steering wheel? You don't make decisions. You don't make discrimination. So there is something like that. But initially, what is that means? Giving a free will means initially. So when we take the Diksha, formal Diksha like that, following the instruction of the Guru, that is the more, that's something that we could relate to giving up the free will. Say if the instruction is like, you know, you chant 16 rounds and that will be a simple one. Everybody is by mercy is able to chant. But see, for example, Deepshika Mataji, you got initiated, Mataji. Yeah! आपको प्रपत्ति मिल गए Mataji. Yeah! Let's celebrate, Mataji. Okay, now you are initiated. And your Gurudev knows you well. And he thinks he will give you a seva. Okay. तो ये करना है आप. That seva. Say, you should make garlands if that seva is given to you. but you never made garlands and you don't know, you don't have time, you can't grow the flowers. But if the instruction comes, no, you should grow the flowers yourself, you should pick the flowers and you should garland them, as if instruction comes, then you are never a flower person. Ye growing, ye sab kya hai? And you had your other plans of service. Yeah. So if he asked me to cook, I could have done that. I'm an expert cook. I like cooking. I like cooking. This garland making is too boring for me. If you are that kind of person to start with, that you like cooking but not garland making. But if the instruction is, no, you should grow the flowers, not just garland making. Happy, you have to grow the flowers. You have to pluck them all yourself. You have to make the garlands out of it. Then what do? Your free will is, I like cooking and everybody says I'm a good cook. But you put that cooking aside. And you start growing the flowers and start making the garlands. You're giving up your free will.
Beautiful, Mataji.
ऐसा शुरू होता है. And it just gets deeper inside. Because your Gurudev knows you are good at cooking. And if he says, okay, you continue to cook, what if you end up thinking, yeah, I am doing wonderful seva. Yeah, I am progressing in bhakti. Did you see how much I cooked? How tasty it is? You can get stuck there. That's not good for you. So you grow the flowers. I know you don't like growing the flowers. I know you don't like mud at all. But you grow the flowers. As Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitta.
Thank you, Mataji. Very clear. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So bhakti is not about doing what I like. Bhakti is about doing what Gurudev likes. Yeah, initially, when we come to bhakti, devotees, they want to hear. The Gurudevs, they encourage, they promote. Oh, you like cooking? Yes, you should cook. You should cook the Sunday feast. You should just cook for everybody. They have to say that. Otherwise, we will leave bhakti. They know that. They know that. So depending on our level of receptivity, they just talk accordingly. They are very experts and merciful. So they know what to say to who. So for you, Deepshika Mataji, get ready, Deepshika Mataji. You will get this kind of instruction. But for somebody who is just looking for, yeah, I want to do bhakti, I want to feel good that I'm doing bhakti, then you're good at cooking, then you should cook the Sunday feast. Yes. Please cook. Cook for Krishna. Cook for devotees. Yeah. बाहर cooking होता है, अंदर wow, what a great cook I am. Okay. You are there only. Your thinking is there only. If you are given different service, then you may not like bhakti, you may not like Gurudev also. Gurudev doesn't know about me. He doesn't know that I cook well. Huh? Why did he give that instruction? ऐसा भी होता है. So that's why there are no specific instructions given to all the devotees in the beginning. I'm so glad Gurudevas don't do that. Because we don't respect them. Even if they give also, we don't take that as instruction. When an instruction comes, it's not an option. So that's why specific instruction is not given and should not be given also in the beginning, unless Gurudeva sees that a disciple is ready for that kind of instruction, like that.
Got it, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. ठीक है, dear devotees.
Mataji, if no more questions, can we have 5 minutes Kirtan, please?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Radhe Ma Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Can we bring up those lyrics, please, dear devotees, Mataji? Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate. Somebody is able to do that. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Someone?
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Madhava
Madhava.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite.
Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe.
Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe.
Harinishputa Vrinda Vipineshe.
Harinishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Vrishabhanudadi Navashashi Lekhe.
Vrishabhanudadi Navashashi Lekhe.
Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishakhe.
Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishakhe.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
Karunam Kuru Mayi Karuna Bharite.
Karunam Kurumayi Karunabharite.
Tanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite.
Sanaka Sanatana
Charite.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate.
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Shri Radha Golokananda ki jai,
Jai.
Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai, Shri Radha Madhav ki jai,
Jai.
Shri Radha Gopal Ji ki jai,
Jai.
Shri Panchatattva ki jai,
Jai.
Shri Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Samasta Guru Bhakta Vrinda ki jai,
Jai.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, 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 jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam